Hoopa is coming soon to Pokemon Go. Hoopa, a mythical Pokemon, was teased with GoFest. First, it was added to the GoFest loading screen, and then for day 2 of GoFest, there was a Strange Rings special research event, which is related to Hoopa, but that research did not lead us to Hoopa. As it stands in Pokemon Go, there is no Hoopa. We don't know specifically when we're getting Hoopa, and we don't even have a datamine on either Hoopa. But what we do have is the translated stats from the main series games, and we also know what the Hoopa movesets are. And yes, by the way, if you were unaware, there are 2 Hoopas, 2 forms of the Hoopa Loopa, there are 2 of them. So in this video, I'm going to let you know just how good the Hoopas may be in Pokemon Go. Ryan Schwag, you can't say Hoopas. It's the plural of Pokemon, and so it takes the singular form. So it's Hoopa. The Hoopa is for the 2 Hoopas. Be that as it is, am I communicating effectively? Am I getting the message across? Does the audience know that there are 2 Hoopa? Then 2 Hoopas it is. So here we have the 2 Hoopa. We have Hoopa Confined and we have Hoopa Unbound. This whole Hoopa Confined Unbound thing kind of reminds me of that little pink thing from Future Diary, where it's kind of confined, kind of bound with like these magic rings or something, and then when the rings come off, things get to be a little crazy. No spoilers. I don't know if these 2 things draw off the same mythos. I tried doing a little Google snooping, and I couldn't find a story that they both shared. So if you know about the deep lores of the Hoopa, what this is drawing off of, comment in the comments and let me know. I would be very interested in that. At any rate, Hoopa and Hoopa. The Hoopa Confined and the Hoopa Unbound. Baby Hoopa, Daddy Hoopa. These 2 Pokemon are pretty interesting. They have some unique types going on here. The Baby Hoopa has the Ghost Psychic typing, which isn't all that great. I mean, it gives you a double weakness to Dark and a double weakness to Ghost and a triple resistance to Fighting type attacks, which a lot of Psychic Pokemon don't really need, but it is a unique typing nonetheless. And then when it comes to Daddy Hoopa is Dark Psychic. And that is pretty interesting because the Dark type removes basically all the weaknesses that the Psychic type has, except for Bug. We get a doubled up weakness to Bug there, but Bug type attacks are relatively uncommon, so yeah, a pretty interesting defensive type there. When it comes to their stats, both of them are pretty attack weighted, which can be a bad thing in PvP sometimes. When it comes to the Baby Hoopa at level 40 caps at 3,359 CP, so that's not very high. And then the Daddy Hoopa caps at 3,994 CP, which is pretty high, and actually pretty significant too, because it does just dodge the 4,000 CP at level 40 rule, which means that its stats aren't going to get the 9% nerf that Pokemon that do have higher than 4,000 CP at level 40 do get. So Daddy Hoopa is dodging that with its fat attack stat, so Daddy Hoopa could very easily be the best Dark type attacker in Pokemon Go. When it comes to their PvP prospects, the high attack weight isn't all that great, but if I compare Baby Hoopa to like Gengar and Gallade, it does have a similar stat distribution to those Pokemon, so if Gengar and Gallade can make it in the Great League and Ultra League respectively, I do feel like there is some hope for Baby Hoopa to possibly stand out as well. When it comes to the Daddy Hoopa, I feel like its attack stat is just a bit too high for it to really work out in the Great League or in the Ultra League, unless it's like kind of like a meme, like if it can do that extra special hyper KO kind of thing. Sort of like what Shadow Mewtwo can have going on sometimes. Maybe it could work out that way, but I don't see this thing happening in Great League or Ultra League. It could happen in Master League. The bulk is just there, and it does have that massive fat attack stat going on, but it does have bulk that is similar to Darkrai, and that makes me a little bit on the skeptical side for its potential in the Master League, because as we've seen with Darkrai, even though it has a good typing and a good moveset for the Master League, its bulk kind of holds it back sometimes, compared to Yveltal, for example, which has a lower attack stat but much greater bulk and basically the same moveset, and it's able to stand out way more than Darkrai does in the Master League. Of course, having a flying subtyping also helps, but the TLDR is big attack is great, but low bulk might be a little bit troublesome. We'll have to see what happens with their moveset when they come out. By the way, there is some real bad news when it comes to the moveset of the Hoopas here for when they come out. They basically have no good fast moves whatsoever. Here I have a list of Hoopa's Learnset from the main series game from Smogon.com. Smogon. I don't know precisely how you say it. Correct me in the comments if you feel like you have to. At any rate, I like to use this list just because it's all right here and it's alphabetized and it's easy for me to work with. There are other lists out there, but I don't know, this one's just convenient for me. At any rate, when it comes to the potential Learnset of the Hoopa in Pokemon Go, things aren't looking too hot. I mean, first off, we have Astonish, which is astonishingly bad. A lot of Pokemon are hoping and praying for an Astonish buff, and so far we're not getting it. So Astonish, that's a pretty bad start. Then we got Charge Beam. And Charge Beam is also really bad in PvP as well. Also not too good for PvE content. Then we got Confusion. And Confusion can work out. We have seen Glass Cannon Confusion users kind of working in the past. So it could work out here, possibly, maybe. And then you start scrolling down and you're like, well, where's the other fast moves? I mean, we got Hidden Power. That's not great. And if you keep scrolling down, you see that we got a big fat nothing until we hit the bottom at Zen Headbutt. You know, the move that's intentionally bad to kind of hold back Blissey and Chansey from ever being good in PvP. Zen Headbutt. So those are the fast moves that we have to work with from the main series games translating into Pokemon Go. And I mean, Confusion isn't that bad. I mean, you know, Hoopa Confined, Baby Hoopa, has like a similar stat spread to Gallade. Gallade can be pretty cool with Confusion in the Great League and in the Ultra League, mostly in the Ultra League. But the thing that you have to remember about Gallade is that it's able to back itself up with that close combat, that early, heavy, mega fighting type damage going on. And if you look through these movesets, there is no superpower, there is no close combat. The best fighting type option we really have is Focus Blast, and you know, Confusion plus Focus Blast is already like way too overdone, and I don't think it'd be really good here, especially on such a glassy Pokemon that ends up being hyper weak to Ghost and Dark type attacks. It's just not really a good look at all. And then when it comes to Daddy Hoopa, the Dark Psychic one for the Master League, I don't think I've ever seen a Confusion user work out in the Master League. I mean, maybe it could be the first one that does, but it's also weak to Charm. Togekiss. So you're doing fast move damage versus its fast move damage. It's doing super effective to you. You're doing normal. It's just not great at all. So for the Hoopas to be good at all, I feel like they're going to need a new fast move, or maybe updates to currently existing fast moves in order for them to have any sort of potential in both PvP and in raids. So how could we work this out? Well, for the Baby Hoopa, Hoopa Confined, the Ghost type Hoopa, Astonish getting a buff would be pretty massive. An Astonish buff not only would help Hoopa Confined, should it get Astonish, of course, but it would help all the Pokemon that are currently like trapped from ever being good in PvP because Astonish is so bad. The only ones that really come to mind off the top of my head are the Confagreuses and the Dunsparce. All three of which could be really good Pokemon in PvP, really interesting fighters to work with if they had a good fast move. So if Astonish magically became good overnight to help Hoopa Confined out here, then that would be fantastic for several Pokemon as well. But when it comes to Daddy Hoopa, I think Daddy Hoopa needs a brand new Dark type attack. And if you go through the moves here, there are tons of Dark type moves that are currently not being used in Pokemon Go that could be used to artificially buff the Hoopa Unbound here. Daddy Hoopa getting a brand new Dark type attack and maybe a brand new Dark type attack for other Pokemon to get access to. I think that would be fantastic. I mean, if you go through here, we got Embargo, Fling, Hyperspace Fury, Hyperspace Hold. These are their signature moves. Knockoff, Nasty Plot, Quash, Snatch, Taunt, Thief, Throat Chop, Torment. All these Dark type attacks are currently not in the game right now, and if they were to be added as a fast move, maybe something more akin to like Shadow Claw or Counter, that would obviously be the ideal there. Then I think that could do a lot to make Hoopa Unbound actually good in Master League PvP, not being stuck as being a Confusion user. On top of that, another thing that could help out both the Hoopas in a really big way is if they got their signature moves right away. Hyperspace Fury and Hyperspace Hole. These are their signature attacks. One's Dark, one's Psychic. The Hyperspace Fury does lower the user's defense stat by one stage. This one doesn't. So I could see them having both of these be like a self-debuffing type of attack that do big damage. I think that'd be pretty interesting. They also break protection, so there is the possibility that they could debuff your opponent as well. At any rate, if these attacks were to be good, and they were to get some good, or at least very okay fast moves that aren't confusion, then I think that could possibly save them for PvP when they're finally released. Of course, they could be released without this stuff, and just be kind of mediocre, interesting collection toys for us to get to fill out our Pokedex. And for you raiders out there, Hoopa Unbound here, Daddy Hoopa isn't just being held at gunpoint for PvP. If it doesn't get a good Dark-type fast move, then you could be missing out on the best Dark-type attacker in the game. Having all the Dark-type Pokemon and some that aren't even released yet sorted by attack stats here, you can see out of all Pokemon, Hoopa Unbound has the highest attack stat. You know, Mega Absol, Mega Tyranitar, Mega Gyarados, Mega Houndoom, these are Mega Pokemon. And then you got Ash Greninja, and I'm pretty sure Ash Greninja is basically a Mega Pokemon as well. If we ever do get it, I'm pretty sure it's going to have a Mega Evolution type mechanic. So even if you include these Mega Pokemon, Hoopa Unbound could very easily be the best Dark type attacker in the game. But in order for it to do that, it needs a Dark type fast move, which it currently does not have access to outside of Hidden Power. So, you know, all 6 hands of the Hoopa praying here for Hoopa Unbound to get a new Dark type fast move. I mean, it's the same thing with Xerneas, and I think that the Xerneas situation may be a glimmer of hope, a little bit of hopium for us for Hoopa Unbound and maybe even Hoopa Confined to get some move updates before they're released in Pokemon Go. I don't have a chart showing off, you know, the profits per month for Pokemon Go there. I'm pretty sure it exists somewhere, but I can only imagine that Xerneas was a pretty big tank in Pokemon Go's profits because it didn't have a good fast move. The charge moves were there, but the fast moves weren't on Xerneas. And Xerneas it could be a extremely good attacker in both, you know, the Ultra League and in the Master League, but without that fast move, it's just poop. It's just bad. There's no reason to get it. So if they are going to release the Hoopas, they may want to, you know, take some knowledge from that happenstance there and maybe make sure that they're releasing Hoopa on the good side and not on the poop side of the Pokemon Go meta. And with that noted, I do have one small request for you, Pokemon Go Niantic employee. I know you're watching me, John Hankey, checking me out right now, taking down notes about the Hoopa. I just got one small request, okay? If you're going to take this advice from me and make Hoopa good, just do one little favor for the swagman here. Please give Hoopa Unbound, the Daddy Hoopa, please give it Gunk Shot. It would be so cool if it had Gunk Shot because it's like pulling stuff from different dimensions. It's got the 6 arms. It's all intimidating looking. And then all of a sudden, the trash can rises from out of nowhere. Togekiss thinks it has it down. It's like, I'm Togekiss, you're a dark type, nee, what are you gonna do to me? Trash can. Make that a reality, please. It's just like my only request. So if you're watching this video, you're taking little notes, give it the trash can. At any rate, that's all I gotta say about the Hoopas here. Right now, it looks like they have a pretty good degree of potential, but based on the moves that they can learn that are currently in the game right now, you know, Confusion, it's not bad. Confusion is a good attack, but Confusion doesn't cut it in the Master League, and compared to other Confusion users in the Great League and in the Ultra League, things aren't looking too hot for the Hoopas. If Hoopa could bring us to an Astonish buff or some brand new Dark-type fast moves in the game, I think that would be fantastic. At any rate, that's all I gotta say. If you got any questions on this content, of course, comment below, let me know what's up, and I'll be happy to help you out. And if you enjoyed this kind of content and you want to see more like it, well, make sure to subscribe to SwagTips. I'd also like to give a special shout out to these Patreon supporters. If you want to support Swagman on Patreon, link in the description. I'm going to say Hoopa for 2 of them, and I will say Hoopas for 2 of them.